Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. In the last part, we beat the third dungeon and got strange messages from a man named, forget his name actually. I think it's Gustav. And now we need to continue on and, well, first off, there's this dojo that we could, found earlier in the game called Grimm Blade's dojo that we need to learn something at. And then actually enhance the sword with the third element. Now, Grimm Blade here teaches you pretty much the opposite of Wave Blade's Peril Beam. I forget what this one's called, actually. But, pretty much, the Wave Blade's Peril Beam shoots only when you have one heart. Grimm Blade's here actually shoots when you have max hearts. And also, I should also mention that, I forgot to mention this the last part, but, or no, three parts ago, actually. Wave Blade will only teach you the Peril Beam if you have more than 10 hearts, I believe. Also, as we can see now, we actually can't progress through the main entrance to Hyrule Castle at the moment. We have to go through a Metal Gear Solid stealth section to get into this castle from now on. It's pretty much because Vati took over, and holy, that could have been bad. I forget how good these guards' vision is. I think they might have cone vision. Also, wow, this might be the first time I've had the shield on in quite some time. To be honest, this is a game I never really used the shield unless I'm required to. Aside from a certain other shield later in the game. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Sparkle, sparkle. Anyway, there was a Kinstone fusion that opened up this right here, and it's just a fairy's fountain, nothing too big. And one little detail I like here, because this is the secret entrance to Hyrule Castle, the music here is actually a remix of the underground cave theme from A Link to the Past. And that's not the only remix song we're going to be hearing this part either. Anyway, now we're in Hyrule Castle, conveniently right in front of the Elemental Sanctuary. So let's go infuse ourselves with the third element. Better than the fifth element. Ugh. Also, I didn't notice this until actually I recorded this. I'm not going to be silent for this pulling out like I was the first time, I believe. I only just now realized this after years of playing this game, but the sword turns the color of the most recent element you got, which is why it's blue now. And I never realized that because I was always wondering why it turned red instead of just staying purple like the original blade was, because this, technically, if I recall the timeline correct in the Hyrule Historia, just knocks me off my shelf. This takes place almost immediately after, well, not immediately after, but years after Ocarina of Time, but it's technically the third Zelda game in the timeline. Also, right now, I'm going to cut to Minish Woods. Why? Well, there's a couple things we can do here in town. You know what? I'm actually getting my Hyrule Historia out right now to find the timeline. No, actually, I'm wrong. This is the second game in the timeline. It goes Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, and then the Four Swords game. Huh. But anyway, right now we can actually fuse Kinstones with Gentari. And this will do something rather close by, but rather important, actually, to me, because this is useful. Bellari here will have a new idea for a new type of bomb that he's going to start development of. And by start development, we mean finish it as soon as we go into the room. So let's go see what he's doing. And by talking to him, first off, he has a Kinstone fusion we're going to do momentarily. He has finished the remote bomb. This is pretty much, as it would seem, a bomb that blows up when you press the button. If you ever want to trade back to normal bombs, just talk to him again afterwards. But yeah, now we can blow up bombs whenever we want. So let's fuse Kinstones with him now. And a chest in the Wind Ruins. Alrighty, so let's go and get that, shall we? And in this not-so-big-looking chest, we get the Big Bomb Bag now, and we can carry up to 50 bombs. If I was playing the American version and bought the Big Bomb Bag at Stockwell's shop, this would have been the Max Bomb Bag with 99 bombs. So that means after the next dungeon, I'm gonna have to use a game shortcode in order to get the maximum amount of bombs, because I am playing this as if I was playing the American version. But now I'm back here in Hyrule Town because I want to actually get any figures I can get at this point. I believe at this point I have somewhere just over 100. And now we're North Hyrule Field. This actually took me a while to find my first playthrough because it never really points you in the exact direction you need to go to get to this place that Gustav wants us to go. You need to come down here and split into 3 copies, by the way, which, thanks to the third element, we can now do. And enter an area we actually haven't been to before, and somehow phase through a ladder. And also, there's this chest here which I got from a green Kinstone fusion somewhere along the line with 200 mysterious shells in it! Ooh, nice music.
So what do you think, Link? Pretty dark and spooky, isn't it? Makes you want to cry, doesn't it?
What? You're not scared? Well, good. Neither am I. So, come on, let's go. Someone's afraid. And we got new enemies here, Guineas. They're rather simple. Go down 3 slashes. And you might notice that little crow there. That is a Takuri. Those who've played Majora's Mask will recognize it. It knocks stuff out of you. Luckily, it can't steal your sword like it could in Majora's Mask. Also, nice little detail, like if you have remote bombs, the sprite for the bomb pickups changes. And if we go to the south here, we can actually find out exactly where we are in relation. We are just to the north of Trilby Highlands. Now, one thing I actually almost forgot to do immediately off the bat of coming here is blow up the space in between these 2 pegs. Because here I think we have what is the final Great Fairies Fountain. Yeah, it should be, actually. I think there's only 3. And this one is going to present to you a quiz. Pretty much, to recap your adventure, the answers are no, no, yes, no, no. And yeah, quizzes are rather easy. And for doing that, we get the large quiver. Now we can hold an absolutely ridiculous amount of arrows at 99. If I was playing the American version and had gotten the big bomb bag at Stockwell's, that would be the amount of bombs I would have at this point too. So now let's go into this area. Meet Minish Cap's Lost Woods. I think it's actually called the Haunted Forest, I'm not exactly sure, but pretty much there are signs in every screen that tell you the direction you need to go. They are not near the area you need to go, they just say which direction you need to go. Although I will tell you right now, it's up, left, left, up, right, up, I believe. I have just played this game too many times. Also, I'm sorry for the part being a bit short at only around 12.5 minutes, but this was actually 20 minutes in recording. I didn't expect there to be that much edited out. Anyway, we got a house right here that has Dompe the Gravedigger in him. In here. Dompe's a bit of a staple character, but fun little fact about him, he's actually based off something from Japanese mythology. Apparently there's a myth that if you have a not so attractive person take care of your grave, it'll scare off evil spirits. I'm not too sure of the origins or if it's even completely accurate. Let's put it like this, the most accurate stuff I know about Japanese mythology is Okami, and what the... Oh, frickin' Takuri! Well, we got a graveyard key that we just got stolen.
What's with that crow? He up and flew off with the graveyard key. Charge after him and get that key.
Whatever, Green Bird Man. You're gonna want your Pegasus boots and lantern out for this, by the way. I think my TV might be a bit loud. I'm gonna... turn down that volume a bit. Anyway, the crow's in the bottom left T, just charge into it. Oh, tree, just charge him into him, you'll get him eventually. If you approach him otherwise, though, he will, in fact, fly to another tree, if I recall correctly. Anyway, there's this little, ghost here now by the name of Spookter, fused with, I think it's a her, to do a Kinstone fusion, obviously. And this is actually the treasure game shop, if I recall correctly. We haven't been here yet, mostly because I'm holding off on it until later. Well, I'll go there eventually. But with that fusion with Spooked out of the way, there's this grave here in the northwestern corner of the map. And in here we got heart piece number 35. Basically just use all 3 of your clones and push the block away. Nothing too hard. 9 heart pieces left in the game. And now we got this arrangement of 3 switches below the really big grave. If you can't tell, that's where we're supposed to go. Just slice these rocks and you'll find the pattern and exactness of what you need to clone yourself with. However, you could be like me and also be a complete and total idiot. Because, what you have to do is that center grave right there, you actually have to push that in order to get there safely. But you can get rather close like this, but they make it just big enough for you not to be able to do it safely. So let's push this grave. And actually, you know, get the switches. These not glitches with old man snitches. But with that, we've opened up the giant grave. So let's go on in here. And we got new enemies, Gibdos.
It may be the royal crypt, but graves are creepy no matter whose they are. Where are we supposed to go meet this King Gustav anyway? I'm not so sure I even want to anymore. Can we just go somewhere less creepy?
No. Fun little fact about the music here, it's actually a remix of the dungeon theme from Zelda 1. And Gibdos, when you light them on fire with your lantern, they just turn into Stealthos. Nothing too threatening at all, actually. But with that and me getting this key, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap, we're gonna be going through the Royal Crypt and seeing what we can do in here. See you guys then.